And for our other Tesla article today, we have Tesla announces the 4680 battery cell production breakthrough. Tesla talked about these batteries and what they were really going to be providing, and it's going to have 5x the energy, which means 16% more range on their vehicles and 6 times more power on these cells. Now, Tesla announces things like this all the time where they know in theory what they're going to get, but they need a breakthrough to get there. But they know that they're on the verge of that breakthrough, and it's just kind of a matter of when, which seems to be a way that they also release their products, aka the Cybertruck. So, Tesla today confirmed a significant breakthrough in the 4680 battery cell production at Gigafactory, Texas, as it's produced its 20 millionth battery cell at the factory. Now, we haven't had many updates on this because Cybertruck is kind of the big reveal for it and is a completely designed from the ground up cell, completely brand new. And the automaker claimed to potentially reduce the battery cost by over 50% by this new design, which is actually kind of wild when you consider that is, in the Model 3 and Model Y, that could be easily 50% of their costs for the vehicle. And that is insane to just realize because an engine does not cost them that much. Now, this does give us some idea of the production rate since Tesla has announced its 10th millionth battery cell at Giga Texas in June. Therefore, we know that Tesla produced about 10 million in 16 weeks. That's an average of 625,000 cells per week, about the same as they lost in that fraud case. Check out that if you're watching the clip of this episode. But it is fairly safe to assume that production is now well above this average, say 80,000, 800,000 of this. Basically, Giga Texas is cooking. It is making Texas-sized production amounts now, at least of these battery cells. Now, the 4680, we don't really know any of the actual specifications of it, but is believed to have a capacity of about 26 amp hours. I believe that's what that is. Though it may have to have improved recently. That means that Tesla's 4680 cells are roughly 100 watt hours, and that Tesla's producing about 80 megawatt hours of 4680 cells per week. I don't know all the abbreviations for this, so we're kind of guessing. Now, at a battery pack capacity of 65 kilowatt hours, which I don't even think they make anymore, that'd be enough to roughly produce about 1,200 vehicles per week. Reading is gone, but if we slash that number in half for producing the Cybertruck with a battery of about 130 kilowatt hours, which is the estimate of the battery pack for that thing, because you can't stop at 100 watts when you have a truck that's going to need that much battery. Now, everyone likes to talk about Tesla's vehicles, about maybe some of their solar panels, but people think of them as a car company. And I think that is where, if you were to think of them as a car company and you were to then look at their stock, you'd be like, how are they so overpriced? But what you really need to realize is the technology behind a company like Tesla, because the 4680 cell, if it really does reduce battery costs by half, is one of the biggest breakthroughs in the last decade, let alone self-driving. With the way that Tesla is going about doing that feature, sure, it's not ready, but that is something that will be absolutely game-changing, and it's pretty clear that Tesla is leading the front in that too. So if you start looking at them as a tech company, because that's really what they're doing at the end of the day, especially when you put together, I don't know, say Optimus, the AI bot that Tesla's also making, they are really a tech company. Cars just happen to be their main, I can't think of the word, main production or main cell, whatever. Point being, it'd be good to just think of them as more than just a tech company.